everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Meredith Mynrose. I'm a universal healer and a peace visionary, and we'll be doing a universal astrology message for the sign of Virgo. Yes, we're going to do for the sign of Virgo a universal astrology message. And I've pre-shuffled my tarot deck and lots just pulled out, but I will shuffle it again while programming this reading to be for Virgos. I hope all the Virgos are doing well. You know what? My cat rarely comes when I do my readings, but I think some of you love it when my cat comes to the table when I do the reading, so maybe he'll jump because he's awake right now. He's awake. Okay, so let's get the message for Virgo. What message for this month, June in 2019? What is the message for Virgo for this month, June 2019? Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, I'll keep going. We done? Okay, we're done. We're done? This is so weird. 3 more. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So 4 flipped out, and then we got, and I pulled out 3 more from the top of the deck because that's what the tarot wants to speak to us, which is a good one. We got the Sun for Virgo, and then we have for 6 of Wands reverse. We have 5 of Swords. We have the Lovers, and then we have King of Cups. I saw this flipped out just now, like way before. After I pre-shuffled before I start the video, that King of Cups was there. And then we have the Emperor, and then we have 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so we're going to pull out the Unicorn card while I figure out what the message is with this spread. The Sun and the Victory in reverse, but then also 5 of Swords upright, then the Lovers and the King of Cups, and then the Emperor, and then the 9 of Pentacles. So it's a fairly positive month for Virgo. Very fairly positive month, I think. There's a lot of tone of relationship, quarrel in the past, disappointment in the past perhaps, but you tend to keep it a positive, bright side. Kitty, you want to say hi? He went back in. He totally just went back in. He ignored me. I got treats! Till you know I don't have treats. The treats is behind. He's in the room. But he's had his treats. Okay, so hope everybody's doing well. And the kitty is like, yeah. Intuition. So you have the card Intuition, and then you have the card Awareness. Meow. And you have the Light. So you get the Sun card, and you get the Sun card, and then you get the Light. Intuition, Awareness, and the Light. The Light. The Light. Delightful. Delightful. Let's see what else there is. Let me figure out what all this King of Cups and then Emperor and then 9 of Pentacles is about. And we also have the Lovers. Are you in a relationship triangle, Virgo? Are you in a relationship triangle, Virgos? Because it's like there's King of Cups and there's the Emperor. Is somebody battling your hand in marriage? And you're like, screw it, I am just tending to my garden, my lush, beautiful harvest garden. What was last month's message, Virgo? It's like about self-love, right? Self-love was the artifact of something abundance. Ah, we got abundance energy in here too, though. Okay, let's see what the dragon says. What? The sun. Inner child. Virgo, inner child. Yeah. Why are we shuffling so much in this video? Like, I thought I was done, and then it's like, no. We got to do some more. Okay, I don't know why. I'll just do it. See? You have your own mind cards. You really have your own mind, don't you? Golden Christ the Dragon brings you higher love so that you can embody Christ light, absorb the Christ light, you are protected, expand your heart, and remain fifth dimensional. Remain fifth dimensional. Rainbow Dragon. So, brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. Accept opportunities and expect miracles. And Air and Fire Dragon expands your creative energy. Harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm. Communicate your passion. I'm getting some of it now. Brings a leap of joy that opens new doors. Air and Fire Dragon expand your creative energy. Delight, awareness, intuition. Okay, I don't know if some of you have been doing some kind of like a spiritual work, spiritual healing work, but if you have, it has been fruitful, it has been successful. Because in this energy where intuition is involved, I feel like if you've been listening to your intuition, then you've been on the right track. And you're opening your heart to a higher plane of frequency energetically, and you're receiving a lot of light from it that has allowed you to increase your self-awareness. And this Rainbow Dragon and the sun, see the sun and the sun? So I feel like you're definitely having some kind of like a happy inner child moment, and this is a proof of it. This card, the light, you're getting such a happy inner child moment for this month, Virgo. I think you can feel successful in your creative pursuit. In your creative pursuit, you will feel successful. I'm going to try and like understand this messages here. This reverse, upright, lovers, and King of Cups. So I'm trying to understand the middle card spread. It feels like you've listened to your intuition and it is very fruitful. So let's see what this says before I can translate the other cards. Don't know who this represents yet, the King of Cups or the Emperor. You got self-love. Wait, what? Focus and trust. Self-love, focus, and trust. So I think you've been aligning your divine feminine energies in the right space, in the right place, in the right spot. Space, place, spot, area, location. You've been aligning your divine feminine in the right place, spot, area, place, location. And your intuition is right on the mark. Your intuition is right on the mark, and it's like you hit jackpot, or you it's like if you are an archer and you're shooting your bow and arrow, you hit the mark. If you are a darts player, you're hit the bullseye in that dart thingy. So you keep hitting the mark. Your intuition is on spot, because you may have aligned your self-love as a priority. And I think like last month was something to do with self-love is the artifact of welcoming abundance. And I think that you've been benefiting from loving yourself and looking how the universe responds to you the more you love yourself. Yes. Okay, last 3 decks. And maybe that's why you get this card, the Lovers. Is that you're uniting with your divine feminine again. Because divine feminine is also the stem or the seed of intuition, because intuition comes from divine feminine, not necessarily divine masculine, but gut instincts. There's maybe these 2 system of intuition, the gut or a feeling, a sense from your heart or a sense from your gut. The gut is the masculine, and the intuition, the very tiny feeling that says maybe something's just off about this person, and that is the divine feminine, and from the gut instinct is the divine masculine. So you've been really connected to your intuition on both, I think both sides of it, masculine and feminine, but more prominently the feminine. We still don't know who these 2 people are. King of Cups and the Emperor. I have to like stretch a little bit. So you've been listening to your inner child. That's good. That's good. So Virgos, you're learning to love your inner child. Yes. Love your inner child. King of Cups and Emperor. Who are you people? King of Cups and Emperor. So something about joy is coming into the picture. Joy and pleasant pleasure. Focus. So you're focusing on doing the things you enjoy as a form of self-love, and it's been rewarding. Got it. Finish. Okay. Someone else got this card, by the way. Yang energy, masculine energy. TikTok. And loyal hearts. So the yang energy. I'm just gonna move this. So the yang energy, and then the TikTok, and then loyal hearts. And then we have the King of Cups and Emperor. So what do I think about this spread? I'm getting the messages. I'm not too sure if this applies to me or to a universal reading, but I think I'll share it. TikTok. Time is of the essence. Someone you know is running out of time. Yang energy, creation, boundaries, and power. Someone you know can see that maybe can see that why you do the things you do is because you respect, honor, and love yourself. It's getting very sensitive right now. Wasabi up my nose again. So we have the Lovers, we have the loyal hearts. And I just realized that these crowns, like there's crowns here too. I feel like this is probably a son, daughter, and father relationships. Son to father, daughter to father relationships, where there had been arguments about what makes you happy, about what makes that child happy. That the child may have succeeded in something, but in their father's eyes, they don't succeed in the way the father wants it to be. The father is expecting the son or the child, the daughter, to do something that makes him proud, rather than being proud of the children choosing their endeavors. The father is expecting the child, son or daughter, to do what makes the parents proud. So the parents are basically expecting their children to make them proud in their way. Might either be traditional way or their very strict or conservative way, or the very mundane way. But the child is a free spirit. And the child knows and believes that he, she can become victorious. But because this father figure is not approving of it, it kind of keeps on dilute the success of the child. So the child is overshadowed by the disappointment of this father figure that expects this child, this free spirit child, to make him proud in the way that he believes should be. But the child, the kid, the free-spirited human being, whether it's a he or a she, is successful nonetheless, but his or her success has been diluted, and instead fighting with the father or the mother figure. Can also be a very masculine mother figure. Like they're so exhausted of fighting with the mother or father figure. But time is running out, and the power that you're using to either fight with them is not worth it anymore, because time is running out, and none of you were going to back down. And despite it all, you followed your intuition, you followed your heart, and you had to follow your heart, because who are you without a heart? Maybe your parents had to abandon their heart because it's the norm, it's what's expected by their parents, it's what expected, it's what they needed to do. Maybe they were surviving rather than thriving. Surviving means you have to do whatever you need to do in order to put a roof over your head. But some of the children in this generation, they have that freedom, a little bit of freedom, to be more creative, to be more explorative, to be more experimentative, and to be more adventurous with their dream. So there's this big different mindset between the old people, elders, and the younger generation, or the modern generation, where the mindset, like for example, digital nomads can make money while they travel, and that there's people making money from e-commerce, from the internet, and that there's people making money in unconventional ways. But because the mindset from these individuals are like, we need to be proud of you, we need you to be more stable, we need you to dream less, and we need you to be safe. So they're projecting their beliefs and fears onto their children, and they are kind of like just not accepting the free spirited of their children's. And time is running out, and they don't have that kind of, so it's like it might as well they learn to give up, stop controlling their children's, and respect their children's beliefs, respect their children's ideas and vision, respect their children's passion and creativity. So these parents, this relationship between the father and the children, or the masculine mother, the controlling parental figure, and their children, this is a king and there's this emperor. So the emperor is all tradition, and the king is royalty. So who's better than the next? This is maybe an old traditional card of king. Emperor is a king, emperor and empress, right? But then now there's a king or a queen, either male or female figure, who's bountiful, who leads from their heart. This emperor leads from tradition. This king leads from their heart, from experience. And it's like a self-made person. And this is like passed down nobility perhaps, or earned by traditional methods and means, earned by being charitable, earned by society approval. This person is self-made, is self-approved, is self-initiate, and this person is like needed the community to validate and approve them, needed a crowd to conquer, to rough up and conquer. This one is like, I build my own kingdom. This is like, so you get my drift, you get the point. And this King of Cups perhaps is actually a very feminine energy individual who is a free-spirited person, Virgos, who hasn't lost their inner child, who hasn't lost their free-spirited spark of joy, and who knows what's the real value of life. They know the real value of life. They believe they have the real values in life. And their real values in life is less superficial perhaps, is less show-offy perhaps, is less in the past, people put their children in pageants and like show off their children's, and and in these millennial times, sometimes there's less of that. There's less competition, and if I can speak without moving my mouth, I would right now. I have to remind myself I can slow down and take a break from speaking too much. So this energy here is like somebody's gonna have to give up and accept that this Virgo here is a free spirit. This Virgo here is a self-made. This Virgo here is already successful, but cannot really like jump up high to keep spreading their work because of this like put down from the Emperor. The Emperor is putting down this King of Cups, but you know, this Emperor has this antique behavior of like, but I cannot change. So this King of Cups, whether it's a female or a male, personally to you guys Virgo, you're gonna have to accept, okay, I know that you don't believe me. I know that you don't accept my work. I know that you don't like my big heart. I know that you don't like my soul or my spirit. Even though I am your children, even though I am your seed, I know it, and I accept that you don't believe me, you don't believe what I do, you don't believe and accept that I can make it. But it's your beliefs and it's not mine beliefs. So you're learning to really trace the difference between your parents' belief and your belief. And you're realizing that it's okay for them not to believe that you can make it. It's okay that they don't believe that you're great at what you do. It's okay that they don't believe that you can earn a living. It's okay that they don't validate or approve. You never ask from them anyway. Maybe they really want you to, to be proud. They really want you to ask them for opinion or feedback. Maybe they secretly want to be a part of it, but they don't know how to say it because they are very like non-grown soul. Like they are still kind of like filtered by the dogma and tradition of the past, very kind of like very culturally strict. Maybe they want to know it and they want to be part of it and they want to participate in it, and you know, you can just kind of like ready yourself to accept their beliefs are formed in their generation, so it's hard for them to open their mindset to something more new, more modern, more applicable to the current generation, to the current century. Okay? And their old ways, they can't necessarily understand how it works, but it does. And because they don't understand, they had to judge and assume that it doesn't work. But to you, Virgos, it works. You're a free spirit who's done something really creative to make a channel of income, to make your own personal success, to become self-made, self-approved, self-initiated into the creative spark of joy that you build, that you created, that you grow and you nurture and you maintain to become your maybe empire. And even with or without your parental figure validating, approving, unconsciously in divine spark, this is a miracle. And maybe the emperor or the masculine father figure or the parent figure need to appreciate that you created a miracle by making a living from something they never thought possible. Like digital nomad. Do you think that some digital nomad, when they want to travel the world and make money, do you think some of their parents would like, the traditional ones were like, you're crazy, what are you doing if you go travel overseas? Like the really, really thick mindset ones. What if you get mugged? What if, like, all the fear, and to justify all the negative things that could happen to their children when they're out overseas. What if you get mugged? What if your passport's stolen? What if you don't make enough income? Like, they're scared of being depended on. They're scared of being depended on. But at the same time, they won't let you flap your wings and fly. So you're struggling with like a person who has a lot of fear projecting into your life, and you have to accept that person projecting their fear doesn't necessarily make it true. So learning to accept how other people project fear into your life because they don't understand how you live your life, they don't understand how you build your life, they don't understand how you maintain your life. Learning to accept it will kind of like neutralize the effect of how it formed your obstacles from you attaining your 9 of Pentacles, joy, pleasure in financial abundance. Because there's definitely have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. There's definitely a lot of open doors from what you're building. So to you Virgos, whatever you're doing, there's a magic in it because you come from self-made belief. You believe it on your own because you knew the possibility and the potential and the importance of that creative spark of joy. You knew a source of in the society needs something of what you have. You're this creative entrepreneur who has something valuable, and it might be a service, it might be a product, it might be a educational workshop. There is value in it where the emperor didn't think it was possible. But as you embrace the toxic projection from your masculine parent figure, as you embrace the toxic projection with love and light, you accept that they don't understand, and you accept their vulnerability in having you step into the world like a fool, like you know, the fool energy. As you step into the world and you believe in yourself so much that your parents thought that you're going to be hit by incoming cars because you have so much faith in yourself that you're not being careful, But despite being hit, despite the projection, despite the sabotaging, oh come on, despite the not sabotagive, there's no such thing as sabotagive. Despite the sabotaging, the fool, you step into the world with so much faith and self-belief that you could make it, but the only sabotaging aspect that is happening because you open your heart up to the emperor energy who's secretly sabotaging you with kind of like this nasty pessimism and negative thoughts and negative projection from the people who care about you the most. But learn to accept how they project negative to you, and then know that underneath those toxic projections are their fears and their vulnerability of caring so much about you making the wrong steps and making the wrong move. So as you learn to embrace the toxic projection and know that the toxic projection from others cannot distort your beliefs because you already have your beliefs. And all you have to remember is know what you believe and know what you value and know what you stand for and know what you love creative passionately. about the people, whether their parents, siblings, close ones, relationship. Maybe this emperor could be your very controlling husband, doesn't want you to have that side income hobby thing going on. But you have really tuned into your intuition. You work with your intuition already, and you know you love yourself, and you know you can focus on loving yourself and doing the things you love, and you trust that miracles can happen, and know that eventually the people who don't see why you're doing this thing so earnestly, eventually they will see how important it is, because it's something important to be done about in this world. It's something very important to be done in this world. And that's how you kind of like come into peace with the people who you quarreled with, either it's a family or a relationship, either family or romantic or friends. So awareness, you are really becoming aware about the vulnerabilities of others and why they project toxic beliefs to you, because they don't understand, they think it's impossible. But accept it, and as you accept how they feel about your passion, they feel heard, and they feel seen, and they feel that you understand them, and they feel validated in their fears and their confusion. In how do you have so much faith, and how do you have so much belief about your passion that nobody cares about, that they don't care about, because they don't see the importance of it, because you're the direct result of them raising you or how they treat you. It made you feel like, I don't want people to be in the same place as I do, and I want to bring this awareness. So you try to bring awareness to maybe domestic violence, or to maybe bullies, or to maybe manipulative tactic of mother-in-laws. So you try to raise awareness on emotional health or mental health, or any other areas where you want to bring a spotlight onto it. So you actually can have this joy despite the emperor confused thoughts, because you cannot help other people understand. Other people will understand on their own terms and in their own cycle. So that's about it for Virgo. If you are a Virgo, I hope that this video helps you. If you want to work with me, I do psychic readings or a universal healing message. And no, not universal healing message. I'm really distracted by this noise outside. I feel like I'm so distracted by the noise outside. I don't know if it's still going on, but I hope that this message allows you to see how your free spirit can find joy despite the emperor energy projecting pessimism or negative or disbelief, because you have the power to invite miracle into your life, and that's it. So if you want to work with me, check out my website. There's a universal healing session available, or you can do like a psychic reading for 3, 5, or 10 cards. So take care, Virgos. I hope this message helps you in this month. I hope you find clarity in your journey this month, and let me know what you think about the video. So my name is Meredith Mynrose. I'm a universal healer and peace visionary. I will see you next time. For now, take care. Bye.